Yes, welcome one, welcome all, welcome to another Vox Populi playthrough here. I am Bridger, and today we're going to be playing as Portugal. The last one that we completed was the Rome playthrough. We'll try to play a different nation each time, just when I feel the bug to play Vox Populi, which is an amazing mod, by the way. We'll show you some of the features of it while we go through here. But these first 6 mods listed are all part of Vox Populi, also known as the Community Patch Project. Then I've got a couple aesthetic things just to change some colors, make things look a little easier. Global relations is a must-have if you're going to play the game properly in single player. Quick turns is nice. It helps turn the AI's quick movement and quick combat on and off depending on if they are at war near you or not near you, or if it's against a city-state that you like, etc. It's a pretty cool thing. Show move to, and then I've got a couple other sub-mods for Vox Populi here. So that's the list. Let's jump into it. Now, I have been playing a bunch of Portugal games, and their bonuses are really predicated on them having access to the open ocean. But I gotta say, like 4 of 5 times, I was stuck on like an inland sea, and by the time we had finished expansion, I didn't have access to the open ocean without going through another player's territory. Very not ideal for them. So let's find him here. It should be... what's her name? Actually, I recognize the symbol more than the picture, I think. There it is. Maria the First of Portugal. Mare Clausum. You may remember Mare Nostrum was a very common thing said. Our sea in Latin. That was a Roman phrase, meaning the entire Mediterranean Sea was their sea. Mare Clausum is actually... I looked this up. Mare Clausum is the concept that only we, it's closed sea, only we may explore the ocean. They basically said the Pacific is off limits to anyone who isn't Portuguese or has our seal of approval. Like, you have to pay us to explore the Pacific Ocean. It's the largest single thing on the planet, but they're going to close it so nobody else can get in. Yeah, good luck with that. Anyway, they have some really cool things. Obviously, their main ability here, when a trade unit moves, receives science gold and great admiral points or great general points, depending on the type of trade unit, that is a really cool power, and it really encourages them to grab up things like the Colossus to grab the extra trade route, because that is just and it scales with era too, so I think it's doubled and then tripled and then quadrupled, etc. That's a really cool power. Then they've got the Fitoria. Hello, Eternity. The Fitoria is something they can't build until you get to Compass, which is quite a ways into the game. It's in Renaissance, if I'm not mistaken, and this is one of the only civilizations, I think, in the Vox Populi mod where both of its abilities aren't available until much later in the game. Compass unlocks both of them. They have a unique caravel replacement that is stronger and can sell goods to city-states, which gives you this bonus. If you see here, it provides a copy of each luxury resource type owned by the city-state, but that copy cannot be traded. Trade routes to the city-state earn bonus production and food based on your gold income from the trade route and your relation to the city-state. So they want to be just trading like crazy with city-states. And it also provides vision of the tiles and things around. Hello, Flamster. So it's going to be very interesting. But again, as I mentioned earlier, remember, I'm playing on King, but King on Vox Populi is like 2 levels higher than King on regular. So you have to consider I'm actually kind of playing on either Emperor or Immortal in vanilla in terms of the difficulty, because the AI is significantly improved in this, and it gets much less cheats. Okay, anyway, we go here, and the one thing I always change is to Terra Largest Continent with the Communitas mod, so that we all start on one continent and there's another continent for us to go find. Alright, so I'm going to disable the event system. I just don't like it. I don't need any of these things. We're going to leave quick combat, quick movement on, and then I think we just need to turn off tech brokering. Is that an option on here to turn off? I thought I remember that. No tech brokering. Yep, that's important to leave on, because otherwise techs can very quickly change. Now the AI is not really going to... I think it's mostly to restrict the player. Anyway, so as I mentioned, we want access to the open ocean so that we can build these Neo ships and get those out to city-states. But if we're on an inland sea, it's so much harder. So if we are... I want to build a second Pathfinder, a second scout right off the bat to try and assess exactly where our start is. Because we always start on a coast. But if it's not the right coast, it's very problematic for us. If we start in an inland sea, I'm going to go authority, because I got to fight my way to the ocean. That's what it comes down to. So these don't come into play at all, but we do see we want a trade route as soon as possible, and the fact they can get all this extra science, I think I want to go for a science victory with them. That's going to be where I start, but we'll see what the actual outcome is. We've got a whale monopoly. That's even more promising for a science victory. Okay. So we've got the 2 whales here, and usually when you start with 2 things in your capital area, they're going to be more of that thing nearby. So now I think what we want to do is try to find the other, at least 3 more copies of this and get our cities plopped down on them ASAP. We've also got some amber there, so call Amberlance. We're going to build a Pathfinder first and foremost. And man, I want to expand here as soon as possible. So then I'm not going for a religion. I find that Portugal, I don't know what to do with the religion with Portugal. So anyway, we're just going to go for a Pathfinder to find out exactly where we are as fast as possible, and then we'll get a monument so we can get our choice of... Oh, we're on, for some reason, we want to turn the player on quick movement and quick combat, because I reloaded this mod, that's why. City-state at peace always does that. City-state ally... computer peace does quick movement. Computer war doesn't. Okay, that's a decent setup. We might make it all quick combat later. Now, here's the real question. How do we do our first technology? Your first technology choice in Vox Populi, as in probably the main civilization as well, reveals a bunch of stuff usually. It reveals bananas, or it reveals cattle or horses or sheep, or it reveals stone, or it reveals fish, deer, and bison. You almost never want to go pottery. You want to go one of these ones that reveal things. Now, we don't have any jungles, so no bananas. But if we look at this, you can see there is very little... There's no plains here. It's all grasslands, except this mountain here. So I'm guessing that there might be stone nearby. And it might be, like, right here in this empty spot. Or there might be horses there. I don't know. One of those two. I'd also like to know where fish are, but that's a later concern. So I'm going to do mining, and I'm going to do animal husbandry. And now I got to go back and fix the interface option that causes it not to do that. Close text screen. That's what I don't want it to do. Accept. Okay. So I'm hoping to grab some stone right off the bat, because we don't have a lot of production in this area. Well, we had all the fancy forests here, and to that end, a herbalist wouldn't be that bad. +1 food for every 2 jungle or 2 forest tiles worked by the city, but we don't have any plantations or camps. So anyway, let's continue. And we're just going to let it continue to grab... it's probably going to continue to pick all these forests and increase our production as the city grows. Ah, perfect. We can hope for some production here. That will get our next Pathfinder right on the bat. Oh, we got advanced things, so we pop into a scout. That's one of the things, by the way. Fishing the whale... Fishing takes a long time. If I beeline straight for fishing, that's a lot of turns where we're not getting the bonuses from potential... animal husbandry or mining or anything like that. So yeah, I do want to see where fish are. I definitely want to get to fishing, but not right off the bat. We'll get there soon. And the bonus you get for throwing, like, so look, when you throw the fishing boats in the whale, you get +1 production, +1 science, and whales. That's pretty good, but unlike most of the other, you're gonna be building a worker no matter what fairly early, but... You're not, but getting the fishing boats just requires an additional expense, a workboat per every single fishing boat that you want. So that to me is very problematic. And you know, the more I look at this coastline, the more I change my mind about the whole religion thing. And I'm putting the shrine higher up on this. And now I kind of wish we'd gone pottery for Stonehenge. That's the only reason you might consider going Stonehenge early. I think we're shifting to it. I think we're trying for a religion thing, because God of the Sea is going to be amazing with all of these whales, and specifically the atolls. Atolls are really good. So we're continuing along the coast. We're trying to find... It looks like we're not on an inland sea. I think this is going to be a good... Capital is going to be 2 whales. I think this is going to be a good start. I have some... some faith here. Oh, we found the Babylonian home area. Well, that's disappointing because it means I'm not going to find any more ruins up this way. And his scout went around here. I might get lucky and find a ruin here that he missed, but we're only 4 turns in. He probably went straight down this way. So I think the only ruin we got, the one ruin we did get is probably the only one we got. But let's just reveal a little bit more. He would be a decent trading partner too, probably. But you know what we do need to do? What we absolutely need to do is get a city up here ASAP, or maybe here. Here would be great too, because you can get access to that atoll from there, if I'm not mistaken. 1, 2, 3. Yes, it's on a river. It's got a couple of gold, maybe only 1 gold, because it would piss him off though, wouldn't it? He would really be unhappy if I went right there. I could be a little bit less threatening and go here, and I think that's what I'm going to do. That also gets me access, hopefully, to that wheat, because that's not within his home area. So yeah, we want to go right here. The other thing about this spot, though, is it doesn't have a lot of production, does it? The best it can do is this one mountain that or hill that's a little ways away. The advantage of going up here would have been the ability to get an extra mountain, but his capital's probably going to claim this one for sure before I can get that, and it might claim that one. Going up here, I still only get 1, so it's just going to be problematic, and it's going to have to rely on the atolls and the fishing. So all the more reason to get God of the Sea going on here, because God of the Sea gives you +1 hammer for all your fishing. Oh, and we found another important thing. Because we're going for a science, look at that. It's like the game is setting us up perfectly for a science victory. Turn 6. I mean, because Portugal has so many things to... Here's why I don't like religion with Portugal. Because Portugal has so many things to do to get ready for when they hit compass, because they want to pump out as many of these custom caravels as they can. And then they need all their workers to run around building these things along the coast. And they want harbors everywhere because they're going to have so many shipping. It's just like... I have so much to do in this period to get ready for that. I need to expand as much as possible. I need to also get up the technology tree as much as possible, make sure I'm getting all the libraries, getting maybe the Great Library if I can make it happen. I want all the trade routes set up. I can get Colossus if I can, because that also jives really well with my unique ability. It's just religion is just one more thing, and it usually doesn't have the highest priority. But if God of the Sea is attached to it, then damn it, I might get it done anyway. Look at this beautiful little river split here. Is just perfect spot for another city. We'd get access to gold. We'd get access to copper. Although that's his copper. 1, 2, 3. He wouldn't like it if we bought our way to it. But you know what? If we can save up a ton of money and get an early settler before his city reaches out to that copper, I am grabbing the hell out of that thing. You know it. That would be a fantastic city right here. It has access to... the gold that's 3 away. It has access to the Barringer crater. It has access to the copper. It would be glorious. And then it also really... These are 2 high priority spots. Super high priority to get cities out. Oh, he missed that ruin. And it gave us a ton of gold. That bodes well to our stealing the copper gambit. It's going to piss off Nebuchadnezzar, but that's okay. Is this a lake? That's a lake. Lakes are also very good early game. They give you, 4 yields? 3 and 1, and then the aqueduct increases them by another 2. That's always a pretty good... Oh, we found another ruin there. Hey, there's our 5th whales. 1, 2, 3, 4... I'm sorry, 4th whale. Okay. Well, let's send this guy around that side of the lake, and then we'll send this guy around this side of the lake, and then we'll curve back and try to find more. Yeah, the way that this map script goes, it always tries to put groupings of things together. So all the whales will be somewhere in this vicinity. And I kind of wish it spread them out a little bit more, but it's okay. I still like the way that it works. And I like having the second scout early on. But like I mentioned, one of the things that this mod does... Ooh, granting additional land. That's always nice. Now we have access to the atoll there, which is 6 yields. That's very high for the early game. But one of the things that this mod does is it gives you it improves the lines of the military units. I mean, it does everything. It changed everything about the game in subtle ways. And one of the things that it does is it changes the scout so that everybody starts with a Pathfinder. You don't have some people starting with a scout and some people starting with warriors. It's just everybody starts with a Pathfinder. And the Pathfinder is only 5 combat strength. And combat strengths have all been rebalanced, so don't compare this to vanilla values. But the 5 combat strength, and it's got plus 25% yields from Ancient Ruins, so it does a little bit better than regular units. Oh, we found our first... Oh, and it's a maritime city-state, which is pretty decent for us here. But later on, he upgrades into a scout. So I think that's on sailing. Yeah, then he upgrades to a 10 combat. Now, all the scouts have penalties to barbarians, so you can't just use these guys as your primary barbarian fighting and exploration tool. There's a reason to get warriors in this mod, because warriors, even though they only have combat value of 7, they come with brute force, which is a bonus against barbarians. So they're specifically good at killing barbarians. They're about as effective as spearmen are, but they're much cheaper to build and you don't have to research them. So we've got England here also, and Samarkand. So we've got our 2 city-states, but we want city-states that are on the coast. Remember that we can use our Nau. Somebody tell me look up how to pronounce that ship. N-A-U. It's a Portuguese word, theoretically. I don't know how to say it in a Portuguese type accent. But anyway... We're going to send this one up here and just see what we can find. This guy looks like he's hitting a little bit of... Is this coast? That is coast. Actually, we should be able to sneak our custom caravels over here. Neum? No, I don't think it's Neum. There's no M in there. All right, so we're getting our shrine, and then we're going to be getting Stonehenge. Now, with all of the production that we have here, let's ship straight to Stonehenge. And man, this is dangerous because I'm not going to get the thing that I want. I want to get the city over here as soon as possible. But if I go for this God of the Sea, if this religion gambit, I will probably not get this. Let's leave the shrine up, because that way at least we're starting to get our option there. Now, I keep going down the Trailblazer tree for a while until I start reaching a lot of barbarians. And really, that's just because the 3rd option on the Trailblazer tree is quite good. Plus, remember, this guy's upgraded to a scout already thanks to one of those ruins, so he is pretty durable. Now we get to choose our next technology. Well, one of the things I like to do is grab trade right off the bat so we can get our unique ability working for us. But our capital is so busy doing other things that what we should probably do is find out where the fish are, and then find out where the animal husbandry and the mining are. And find out where the animal husbandry are. Yeah, good catch there. Find out where the animals are. This mod is amazing. Have you played the Vox Populi mod, Flamester? I can't play without it now. People invite me to play multiplayer games and say not without Vox Populi. It's just the game. My eyes have been opened to so many of the problems that I cannot. Oh, we've got some tobacco over here, too. That might not be another bad thing to pick up with a... Yeah, we've got a lot of great early city positions here. We could put another one down here and grab the whales. Whew. I really want some super fast early expansion. Ah, there's London. So they've got gems, and they're going to have a bonus on that. I'm not going to have any cities down here. We're going to let them have that. But I don't think we have to worry about them settling this far up, not early on. So there's that. Okay, so I think I found the edge of this here. So here's the inland sea that I often would have gotten stuck on with this map. Ormus is under attack by barbarians, you see. I was hoping there was a little bit of a peninsula here that would have had the other thing on it. All right, now, do we have... Yes, it's currently producing the highest production it can. Now, do I spend this money? Do I spend this money? And reduce the amount of hammers required by 25%. To get it, I think we've got to. All right. It goes from 14 to 10. Those 4 turns might just be the difference between success and failure on Stonehenge. Because remember, we took a 2-turn diversion down to mining that we might not be able to afford. Somebody else might be going for it. Now, this is interesting because... This is like a big peninsula on the larger continent, which must be over here somewhere. So this is a small sort of area that cuts us off from the rest of the continent, which is okay. I really wish Civ 6 had a good overhaul mod like Vox Populi as well. No question. I agree wholeheartedly. Alright. So, we then will want to go straight for trade and writing after that. Alright, so we found most of the things we can find. This here. Let's go this way and see what there is to see. London down here in, like, the far south with the tundra area. That's kind of interesting. Now, there could be actually more continent up here. Now that I thought at first that we were going to just have a sea coast right here, but it looks like it just keeps going. So we're going to have to see how long it would take our Nau ships. Nau to get around. Round, get around. I get around. All right, so where are the fish? Oh, there's no fish anywhere over here. That's too bad. It's only whales. Oh, wait, there's one fish. One fish. And it'll fit right here perfectly with this city that we were looking at earlier. Okay. We're still looking for the northern passage here, but I don't think we're going to get it. Rome is up here. Yeah, I think it's actually a southern passage to go around this tip and come back around to Samarkand. All right, we're 4 turns away. What do you think our chances are of getting this Stonehenge? Double movement in jungle and forest significantly speeds up. Yep, we're definitely not getting a northern route around the continent like I thought. Okay, 3 turns. It's 25. Oh, man, I don't know. I don't know if we're going to do it. But as soon as that is done, I mean as soon as that is done, we have to work on, like, the settler. It's super important that we get that out. Even more important than the monument. And, man, do I hate not having a monument right now. I can't. This is a very weird choice for me. I always build monuments early, but we got the Stonehenge. Free council in the city, which is also good for our science. We just picked up our Pantheon. Are we the first to pick up a Pantheon because of that? Yes, we are. I believe we are. Yep, no other beliefs. We get to choose the god of the sea as we like. Now, one of the things is Stonehenge gives us at least one culture. So that kind of makes up for waiting on the monument a little bit. Kind of. A little bit. But let's just finish exploring this entire area before the British completely colonize it and we won't be able to get access to it. Okay, so now that we've founded a Pantheon, God of the Sea is the obvious choice here. +1 faith in production from fishing boats and atolls. But now that means we need fishing boats. Do you see what we've done? But +3 food in coastal cities is so good about early expansion. And I've got 3 places, 2 of them are on the sea, that I need to get expanded to ASAP. But you notice we didn't get any bison or deer near our capital, which is unfortunate. But we're going to pick the God of the Sea because that immediately gives us a hammer and a faith here on this atoll, which is great. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this guy back and make sure that there's no barbarians in the way for my scout. Because I don't... I traditionally... Oh, God. Look at that. Actually, I screwed it up, didn't I? We're going to put the monument there just for 1 turn so we get the 4th... Or the 5th... the 5th population point there. Then we can switch back to the... There we go. Okay. Now we switch back to the settler. Alright, now we've got this whole thing explored by this scout. We can send him up to check this coastline. Alright, good news so far. We don't see any of the Babylonians screwing up this area. And it just got better because there's cattle and there's sheep over here. We've got some horses near our capital. Always great to have horses. The stables are particularly strong if you have a bunch of cattle, horses, or sheep. It's a now, really. Google says the NAU ship is pronounced now. Okay. So now, I'm doing mining and then fishing and then trade and then writing. And then we're going straight for the Colossus. Like, I'd love to try to get the Great Library. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to, but at the very least we'll build a library. You know? Ormus desires a trade route. Well, Ormus is going to have to get in line. What does it cost for a worker? 82 gold. I think our very first pick on this tree is going to be Liberty. We're just going to go straight for Liberty to get that free worker because we can't afford to build one. England robbed our treasury? You bastard! Oh, we found the Fountain of Youth. Where's that? Oh, way over here near Samarkand. Well, England's probably going to get that way before we do. We have too many other priorities, and it's too far away for us to really, really try to grab. Nobody in the YouTube chat is saying hey. Twitch people are there, but there aren't any YouTube chatters, which is interesting. Oh, we might be able to kill these guys with a scout. Let's see if we can. And we'll get a little bit of credit for Samarkand. They'll be happy. Nope, not quite. Now we're not going to get it at all. Okay, there's our first... Now we need to save up all the money in the frickin' world to buy our way to that copper. But because we rushed the Stonehenge, we don't have the money we wanted. So that's problematic. Yep, and now they killed it, unfortunately. All right, well, we're going to continue moving our scout after he heals up a little bit. Because we've got 2 other cities to settle as soon as possible to make sure we get access to them. Wow, look at that stone. 1, 2, 3, lots of stone there. Kind of making me wish I could go a little bit further north with this city, but having those fresh water can also be very valuable. And we're going to get one of them, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we won't get that stone, but we will get this one. We'll have to work our way towards it, but we will get it. And the fresh water is just a little bit better on every... Oh, you bastard. Oh, you bastard. You absolute... I hate you. I can't found a city here now. We're going to have to do something about that. Oh, but I want progress. We're going to take progress, but then we're going to look into some kind of military answer. Because that's not acceptable. Maybe what we want more sea resources. That's what we need to settle near. Which means we definitely want to settle over here as soon as possible. And then we want to look into any islands off the coast which can help us. But, damn you. Alright, Scout, come back. Come back, Scout. Alright, we did get this place, which is probably more valuable to us in a number of ways, not least of which because it's near a mountain, and if we're going for a science victory, that's very important. Now, because we're going for a religion, normally the first thing I'd build is a monument. And you know what? I have to build a monument first. It's going to take too long to get what we need to get. And I know I'm not going straight for the copper, but if he went over there, then I'm not as worried about it anymore. Now, do we get the fishing boats yet? Not yet, but what do we build here? We don't need the granary as much because we're getting free stuff, so let's build another worker. Oh, we've got a Venice on here somewhere. You know what? I can give him that promise in a sense because he took the spot I was going to settle near, so I can give you that promise and settle over here. A gold monopoly wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Actually, this spot right here is kind of okay. Nah, I don't like it. What about this spot? This spot is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's a pretty decent distance. If it's only 4, then the cities can get pretty crowded. Plus, this spot here has 1, 2. It has all 3 of these resources. It has access to the stone. It has access to the gold. It even has access to islands. And by the way, islands and peninsulas, super good. Amazingly good once we get to Compass, but amazingly good. Let's see why. Portugal has this Fitoria. Now, we talked a little bit about what happens if our now builds it, but our workers build it. The tile gains production in gold, which is great. And all adjacent coastal waters and lake tiles get +1 gold. Everything around it. So you build it on one of those peninsulas, and every single one of those ocean tiles gets an additional gold. And if you put it near, fishing boats and whales, then it gets additional stuff beyond that. And I think atolls as well. Did we just see? Adjacent fishing boats gain +1 production. So atolls don't get it. But if we put one here, it'll benefit all of the stuff around this way. That's really good. So that's why these offshore islands are fantastic for what we're trying to do here. Now, let's make sure barbarians don't spawn in the 2 places we want to put our next cities. Here, absolutely, 100%. We need that 3rd Wales. And then we need to find out what's going on out here. Are there islands we can colonize in the near future? But another one needs to be over here so that we have access to the other side of this ocean. We need that. We definitely need that. And then we could do another one way over here, but it's not great. There's no fish over there. So let's slow down on that expansion and make sure we don't go over our happiness threshold here. As soon as we get the worker, we can get the amber, which will give us some happiness back. Lisbon has horses now. We still got a positive income on our gold, thanks to the whales, I believe. Oh, no, they're actually production. All right, so this guy's just going to chill here and make sure no barbarians screw up our city over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's another good one. So we've got another great peninsula right here, and we've got another Wales. Now, how far away is that? 1, 2, 3. I think we could we put it here? We can't put it there because that would block Ormus. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Ormus is blocking us building one right there. Those bastards. So maybe we get the whales from whatever this off-sea island is over here. We're going to have to try. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We could put it right here on that peninsula. It's not... I mean, then we could put one of the Vittorias here. I mean, I don't like that we don't get access to the river, but we would get access to the other whales. And we need that monopoly bonus. And then it would allow us to colonize in here with a city next to the mountain. But this city would be next to a mountain. Damn it, I don't have enough information. I don't know what's going on down here. If there's another island to colonize down here to get access to that whales, brilliant. If there's not, problem. But, can we go into the water? We can. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to go find out what's going on down here before we make our choice. Because, next coming out of there is a couple of settlers. The whales are important. And getting the... Oh, there's another whale here. Damn, so this city could have 3 whales. And that would get us our bonus without having to worry about coming up here. Don't get me wrong. I am still putting a city here. Akkad is being burned to the ground for the audacity to do whatever it is that they're doing. But, in the meantime, let's get a bonus for this down here. 3 whale city, yes. By Jove, I think he's got it. We can build mining here. Oh, we need a quarry to do this. So none of our luxury resources are any good just yet. All right, trade. Then we're not going to get the Great Library, I don't think. Because our happiness is being a big problem right now. And although we can get whales... going to take us a while. And our happiness is going to continue to be a problem if we expand. So we have to go straight to construction and get that other... but we need trade first. Yeah, let's do that. And then we get to writing for the libraries, and then we go to metal casting for the Colossus. So meanwhile, let's just improve the production capacity of our capital so we can spit out workers and such faster, and work boats. And to do that, we will build on these horses. We've met Vancouver. Excellent. Ah. So, yeah, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 whales here, in fact, and fish. Man, if there was a spot right here, I would take it in a heartbeat. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So whales here. 1, 2, 3. Can't get 4 whale. No 4 whale city. Nope, not quite. No 4 whale city here. Man, these stupid city-states are just in the way. I could do so many good things over here with this. But I think in the end we're going here. Not least of which because it would also get us the ability to put a Vittoria here, and all the sea resources here are great. Plus 1 gold everywhere. So then we'd have to put a Vittoria here, and another one here, and another one here, and that would just be golden. In the meantime, we'll have some sheep, but Vittorias are just flat out better than everything else, so I don't mind covering up the sheep with it. City-states, conquer them. Well, you can't burn them to the ground is the thing. I'd like to resettle them just a little to the side, just right here. But I can't. This is a perfect city spot. We're going to have to move it up one. All right. And look, Vancouver's actually within range of a mountain for observatories. Haha. And it has whales and fish. And Vancouver, you look a little tasty. We're going to have to consider that later. In the meantime, let's settle 1, 2, 3 cities. In addition to these 2. Oops, what did I just move? Oh, I moved the scouts back this way. Oh, boy. Yeah, we're going to have to do something about that. And then we're going to start looking towards some military production just for defense. If the AI sees you without a strong military, they will just attack because it's easy. And that makes a total amount of sense because you would do that to the AI too. Right now, though, we're having a problem. We're quite a ways away from our possible religion, and so we need to boost that. That's why I'm building a shrine in the second city as soon as possible. And why I'm trying to get some fishing boats ASAP. Alright, so this actually should probably secure this spot. They're going to spawn a stupid axe thrower or something over here, aren't they? Or an archer. Uh-oh, there's the axe thrower we were worried about. Son of a bitch. Well, let's get inside the city. Espionage update. Only because the British are here. So do we build this first while we're waiting? I guess we do. And you can see what kind of city we're looking at here. Versus what? Something like this? Nope, it can't even go here. None of these are legal spaces. Only this one. Damn it. Or this one. Daddy 3 whales. But that doesn't let us do what we want to do, which is put a Fatoria on these to make them... I mean, or this is the original one we were thinking of. But that's only 1 whales, and then we won't get these, period. It has to be here. It has to be here to get the 3 whales. Okay. England stole research from Lisbon. An English spy stole blah, blah. Okay, now, do we need that extra worker? Let me look. This city is not going to need the worker, not right away, because it can't even get the bison here. So... this city still doesn't need the worker, and it's not going to need... it's like 2 more turns and it's going to grab this, which doesn't need a worker. So, yeah, I think we're free to go down the left tree instead, which is build buildings and grow. When you get that policy, you're now allowed to switch your cities to production with the knowledge that they can't possibly... they'll still grow even though they're at production. So, right now there's no good cities for... or good options there. Alright, so you just hang out there and wait, and this will heal up. Those barbarians left. So we're getting our fishing boats. That'll get us an extra faith.
A horse.
My kingdom for a horse. Let's get the caravan in front of the workboat. Because as much as the workboats are awesome...
Would you be interested in a
ooh, you're going to give me some
England?
money for horses. Let's try for 5. They did it for 5. Okay, that's real good. Now we can actually get the money we need to buy our way to the copper. So there's our... oh, god damn it. God damn it. Ah, I thought I was... the fishing boats popped up, and I thought I was controlling them, so now I screwed that up. Son of a bitch. Okay. What could we do with them? We could start building a road, which is going to cost us, but it needs to be done, and we've got nothing else to do with these guys at the moment. I don't think I want to cut down these trees. I would like to keep them and build some lumber mills on them later. Although, yeah. Okay. Let's just start building a road. Oh, I can't. I don't have the wheel yet. That's problematic. All right, well, Okay, I guess you're just going to hang out and cut down some trees for me. This one here, because I know I'm going to want to put a Fattoria there anyway. England's doing more bullshit to us. Uh-oh. No! Okay, hang on. Hang on, we get it back. There we go. Fixed. I didn't realize the settler was still going to move on its turn. Alright, yes, whale for the whale god. There we go. Monument, I can't spend the gold. Even though I really want to spend the gold, I can't spend the gold because I need to save it to get to the copper. I still am concerned about that. And once we get that, then I can use my worker to build on it. You can't even cut down trees? When you bronze working? Oh my god. Okay, just come up here and we'll get the copper real soon. Meanwhile, we need that spot. The spot along the river on the coast. There we go. We're going to get these stupid barbarians out of our area. And the barbarians are actually sitting on stone. That's nice. I noticed that the city was going to have stone. And that way we don't have to worry about gathering that stone. We can put a Fattoria there. Oh. We just completed something, so somebody likes us a little more. Samarkand? Oh, it must have been Vancouver. Vancouver likes us a little bit. Unfortunately, that is not enough for us to get city-state. It was so tense. We don't need wheels. We have boats, that's correct. Oh, we just gained a little bit more with Ormus. Unfortunately, those are all going to decay before we can actually send some dignitaries over there. So there we go. We got our very limited military here, by the way. We're now going to start building an archer and a settler and a warrior. Because I do want to put one more city down right over here before the English or somebody else does. That's another great city location. A lot of decent things around it. And it's on the river. It's got lake tiles. It's got wheat. There is a little bit more over here. We might be able to get up to another island of some kind over here. Maybe we get something happening. Meanwhile, I'm going to send this guy through here. Gulp. Do you think we can afford it? We're at 127. Can we get both of them? I don't think we can. We have to wait just a little bit longer. So why don't you grab these deer while we're waiting to get enough to grab that? If I don't grab them both in a row, then Babylon is going to say, hey, stop buying stuff near me, and I'm going to have to say either screw you or I'm going to have to not get it. So I don't want to say screw you. That's what it comes down to. Hello, Roland. 3 thumbs up, you say? Alright. I'd like to get to there. We're building our caravan, finally. Unfortunately, our capital has 1 improved resource at this point. I mean, it's got horses, too. That's 2, actually. Alright. So we got the shrine up. We're now at a decent spot for our religion. We still want more. We still want faster. So now that we got the shrine, we get the lime and the coconut. I think this city is going to build us a defender. An archer, what's good here? It's not on a hill, so the archer can't see over the forest. So I think we're just going to build a warrior and upgrade it later. But I need more fighters to prevent the AI from looking at me and seeing I'm weak. And it will do that. So even though what I really want to do is build a market in this city, I can't. I can't do it. The capital is going to need a market, though, however, to get the most out of our... Oh, actually, yeah, trade routes to and from generate. That's right. All right. 1 more turn's worth of growth, and then we're going to try to grab this copper. We're going to see. So where do we get the best trade right now? Most gold. Akkad. Akkad will give us the most gold, and it'll give us even a little bit of culture as well. That's nice. They got a lot of stuff chilling around over here. Alright, so our scout is better. Let's send him over here and see what there is to see in that atoll. Maybe there's another great spot. Hey, you can see fish. There's something out here for us to get, guys. There's something out there. The wheel! We know about the wheel. Here's a settler. Bada boom. Now we're going to do the monument, the shrine, and the walls. Because by the time that finishes walls, we're going to be in a danger zone. And it's the most exposed of my cities. Actually, Porto is, but it's close enough to the capital that we can at least send help. So, let's do it. You ready? 1, 2, we got it! 48 spare. And we're going to get the other whales. We can maybe trade that to somebody else for some luxury goods. Because we need it. We're at some unhappiness here. Poverty is the biggest problem. We need to build markets all over the place. Okay. Can you get there? There it is. We found something over there, guys. We're going to probably just keep continuing our expansion passively. We don't need to attack Cod until later. Ah, plus 10% production towards buildings, and every city gets 2 gold and 2 production. That will help our poverty situation. Yep, that got rid of one of our unhappinesses at least. And our money income just skyrocketed. Now, I don't think I want to give you the whales. I want to find somebody who's willing to trade me whales for something else. There we go. Give me the coffee. Yes, our happiness is no longer a problem here. Well, it's less of a problem. Oh! Look at this. This one tiny little piece of crap island. I was hoping there'd be like a 2-space island here or something so we could fit a Fittoria. But if we can't fit a Fittoria, this isn't even fit to use. So, okay. Now we gotta go and see if we can figure out how to get to this island. But I think the only way we're gonna get there is with, maybe from here. Maybe from right here. Alright, so we've got that archer. The presence of that archer is actually going to be used to make sure there's no barbarians in our next city location. And now you can go get that copper for us. There we go. We've got a warrior. We've now got 4 of 13. I'd feel much more comfortable if we were near 10. So Portmanteau. This is going to be our primary science city. Anything that boosts science by any kind of percentages needs to go in Porto, not least of which because we've got the Barringer Crater here, but also because it's got a mountain, so we're going to be able to put an observatory here. But where's our production city? This is going to have to be our production city on this coast to start with, because it's going to be our biggest. It's our first founded on this coast. And it's going to have access to stone, but Porto also needs stone. Damn it. I don't know. I think this will count as stone. But it's tough to say. There's not a better spot with, like, stone and stoneworks or horses are all good because they've got stables. We do have horses here, so at least they'll have stables. So that'll be a production city for that coast. What's the production city for this coast? This one, it's going to have all kinds of whales. Whales do provide production, especially with God of the Sea, so that might be enough. And this also provides production. We only have, like, 1 mountain, though. I guess our capital is going to have to be the production area over here. Ah, we can gain +1 to scouting. Does that apply at sea? I don't know, maybe not. So let's come back this way. Our inland city of Porto. Well, science is what we want, so science is what we get. And then we need the market, because I'm pretty sure this is one, yes, that's poverty-stricken, but we need a worker also. So let's sneak that in there. The capital has a settler warrior market, and let's build, I don't know, a chariot archer, just anything else that gives us military force. To make sure Nebuchadnezzar doesn't get any bright ideas here. So that was the statue of Zeus, which is where? Statue of Zeus is on bronze working. What do you think the odds are that we could get the Great Library? I mean, it's going to be more expensive for us because we already have Stonehenge, which we build half in the water, by the way. That's the only way to build Stonehenge. Half in the water is the best way. Another pantheon founded. Here we go. We get some copper. That'll get us back on track happiness-wise. But we're going to get also tobacco, which will help. So we'll have tobacco, copper, gold, amber, and whales. That's a decent amount of different things. If we make friends with Ormus, we can get crabs. If we make friends with Samarkand, we can get spices and porcelain. Decent set of options in every case. Seahenge, exactly. It's the seahenge. You got it right.
So teacher.
So calendar is done here. So do we want it this one? I think we want it on the other side of the river, right? We want that one. It gives us a little bit more options and impacts Braga a little less. Oh wow, this guy has such great eyes. that he can see there's another crap island in the middle of the crap sea. He's a very good scout, though. Super good at scouting. So at least there's that. Oh, no, I forgot to turn off events. I thought I did turn off events. Ugh, I hate these stupid things. Okay, I guess we're going to deal with them. So Lisbon is going to lose one of these things. What's the situation? I mean, I guess I don't want to lose food, though. But I definitely don't want to lose production, so we have to lose some gold. It sucks, but the city needs all those other things. You think 40% that we're going to get the Great Library? Wealthiest people in the world. We have the most gold. If we use that to speed the production of the library, that wouldn't be terrible. Wow, okay. Our unhappiness is a huge problem now. We need more workers, and we need to connect everything via roads and stuff. So that needs to happen. Illiteracy is also a problem. Let's see, which of these cities is the biggest? Porto and Braga need to be fixed. Braga has the biggest problem. It has one of everything. So teach us to number our days so that we'll... whatever. The market, will that help enough? It gives us +3. How far are we behind? Our deficit is only 1. So yes, the market will fix that. And we're just going to speed this up. So there we go. We'll get the market built as fast as possible. Damn it! Damn it, damn it, damn it. I don't even have any walls. And, oh, they took my worker! Oh, no! Okay, this is a problem. We can no longer even consider the Great Library. We have to hit bronze working ASAP. We might even find some iron, who knows. But yeah, he identified my weak moment. We only had, what, 2 horses? 4 horses. Did we send all of them away? Yeah, England has 3 of them. Okay. Well, that is unfortunate. And our unhappiness is going to make this even worse. So, yeah. We do want the religion, though. But I'm not certain that we'll have the luxury. This city needs, like, walls ASAP. Although he's coming at me with warriors, it might not be so bad. He just took my worker, which is a huge, huge annoyance right now. The caravan came back, so we got lucky. They didn't get the caravan, so we're going to have to pick a new place for them to go. They can't go anywhere. Can't go anywhere. Okay. What options are available to us? Lisbon to Vancouver by boat or Braga to Vancouver? All right, you're going to Braga. What whales can do to a cod. Uh-oh. What the... What the... Why was my... Why did they go all the way around here? They could have just... Okay. I am not happy about that. Let's... All scouts converge on this stupid Pathfinder and get our stupid settler back. Okay. To Vancouver with you. Continue making money for us by just existing. Alright, I don't know if we get the worker back. Does it? No! Get out of here, barbarians! Fuck you! Alright, the scout can make it, though, through the woods, I think. Hello, Nick Mouse. Leave them alone! Barbarians, I got enough problems. Get out of my way. Yeah, you're gonna fucking go hide in the city. So if we do this, does it turn back into a settler for us? It does not. It's just a worker now. Gah! We got Vancouver to like us a little more. They gave us a lot of food, at least. There you go. Take that, Nebuchadnezzar. I guess I'm not settling that anytime soon, but this is at least part of the problem. This is why you don't spam a lot of cities real early, is you get this problem where unhappiness is really killing me. Not least of which, because I can't get the stupid amber. Oh, we've got construction. I can now. So you, go get the damn amber. And then, can we buy a worker? We can't. I need you to build a worker, and then I need you to have that gold as well. I feel so pressed for time. I need to do everything, and now I got this stupid damn war to worry about. And they don't even have a good chance of winning. They don't have anything but stupid warriors. Alright, iron. Did we find iron? Iron over here. Would have been great to have a city over there. God damn it. I gotta go put that stupid city down regardless. And I need another worker. Alright, at least we can upgrade these guys in the most vulnerable cities. You stay there and heal. Military theory will let me build horsemen, but when? Once the England horses come back. 23 turns from now. That's not a great time. I guess we just keep going towards metal casting and hope that this stupid war ends in time for us to build that Colossus. Oh, he got the Great Library anyway. Well, now we're gonna come take it. Alright? Not now, precisely, because we've got the happiness issue. But, you know, now eventually. Are you kidding me? They had another Fargan scout hiding back there? I gotta cross this river with them. I'm gonna stay in the city with him. Nizzy got jealous. Yeah, that's one way to put it. There we go. Alright, we got some XP for our guys now. If you want to follow me, you will fail. Oh, the Great Lighthouse would have been good for us too, but it's not as good as the Colossus is. Alright, go heal up in here. You're just gonna, like, you know, wait for the next settler, because we need that spot. I want that iron. It's 7 iron. 7's a fantastic number for iron. Haha, I hit you and run. That's what the chariots do. Alright, Puerto. I can't risk this guy going over here, but he is going to go straight over to the gold here. You're just going to chill here because I need you to increase the city's defenses. Heal up. It looks like he's backed off. He was hoping for a quick victory, but I was actually in the midst of building some armies. Now, this needs happiness. Where? Illiteracy. Will an extra 1 per turn be enough? No, we're down 1.7. A library would be enough. What would be easier to build? Boredom. We don't have anything that can fix the boredom problem. Deficit of 4.6. Walls will fix that because they've got 10. So I guess we're building walls. But really what we need here is a lighthouse, and a lighthouse in the capital. So many different priorities. It's an unacceptable amount of priorities. Oh, but here's the great thing. We've got a great general, because remember, our special ability is that we get great general points when our caravans move. So that's awesome. Now, yes, take the correct road this time. I appreciate it. Oh, that's why. That's why they went straight across the river last time. And we didn't move our archer from here to here after we decided we wanted to move our position of the next city. So, yeah. Maurice of Nassau is our... We gotta rename it? Can we rename it? No, I don't think we can. I'm not going on offense right now. I'm just... Oh, shit. Look out. They've got horses. We need some more spearmans. Capital's going to need to do that, too. Well, that ain't good. Can this guy upgrade? He can't upgrade until we get the next sailing tech. Let's see if we can get over there. If they're going to attack Coimbra. The good news is there's really only one place they can hit Coimbra, 2 places, 3 places that have a good view of the city for siege-type weapons. I haven't seen any siege weapons yet, but he's going to go just, do his thing. Meanwhile, how about we fix this isolation problem? We're going to build some roads for these 2 cities. The horses came back around. Damn it. They don't know what to do. There's our classical era situation. Wow, this scout gives us huge vision. He's amazing. Alright, let's just go with these roads right along this river. Meanwhile, I'm just going to scoot him forward a little bit. I don't want to get him up the hill. That's a problem. Alright, now we can get a free worker. Now we got workers as far as the eye can see. So you might as well get the stone that's right here and then build some roads. Alright, now we've only got 3. We've managed to reduce this a little bit. But we need to get it higher. We need the tobacco here. So what's this worker going to do? He's going to help with the road to Porto, and that will get rid of the isolation problem. I don't know if that was good. I just kind of went and pissed him off. He is within sight of that guy. I think that's why he stopped. But he can't get to him now that I put the spearmen in the way. So you can continue building your road. Gulp. And if we get this worker out, he's going to be able to take care of that, no problem. No problem at all. Oh, by the way, we hit classical, so I guess we got to stop the video here and move on to the classical video, which will happen right after this. That scout does deserve a name. I think you only name him when they level up, so I will look at doing that next time. We call this guy Meat Shield right here. I don't know if he's going to be able to get out of this. He might be able to get back to Porto now. But, yeah, so we just hit the classical era. What did we build in the classical era? Didn't it say that we... Oh, because we finished everything in the ancient era. That also gets us the classical era. That's why. Okay, thanks for watching this one, guys. We'll going to take a 20-minute break, and then we're going to come back... no, 15-minute break. Then we're going to come back with the classical era. So, thanks for watching. We'll see you later.